Every day I start my day with two thoughts. One, I got to lose weight today. Two, where can I get a donut on the way to work? This is what is known as conflicting goals. And for your goals to be realistic and to achieve them, the less conflict you have, the better off you are. Now, recently I had an acquaintance call me. She was thinking about selling some property, and she wanted to talk to me, and when we got together, she also shared the reason for the sale was a pending divorce. And she wanted to share with me some of the problems that she was having, and she said, well, my husband, when we were dating and planning on getting married, he said that he would bring a lot of money to the relationship. And I said, well, while you were dating, did he bring a lot of money to the relationship? She said, none. I said, could that have been a clue? And she said, I suppose I should have looked for some demonstrated performance. I said, man, I love that term, demonstrated performance. Where did you get that term? She said, therapy. I'm thinking to myself, I may not be able to help a lot here. So, but what I would say is, in terms of demonstrated performance, as you look at your goals for the next year, take a look at your own demonstrated performance, and if you want to change it, give yourself a break. Part of what I know is I need 7 or 8 hours of sleep every night. Connie, if my wife, if she slept 8 hours 2 nights in a row, she thinks she went on vacation. So you have to know yourself, and you have to know what you're doing. I know if that I stay up until 1 o'clock, I'm not going to be at the pool at 6. That's just how it works. So you need to know who you are. But there's another thing about demonstrated performance, and that is the people on your team. They are not who they say they are, and they are not who they wish they are, and they may not be who you think they are. They are what they do, and especially in terms of if they're part of you achieving your goal. So take a look at demonstrated performance. Now, another thing you hear a lot of talk about is positive thinking. Now, I'm a believer in positive thinking, but when I think about positive thinking, I believe it should involve some thinking. Now, recently, I did some calculations. And I figured that if I could increase my commissions by just 10%, I can get a new car. In 136 years. Might not need it. You have to keep your thinking real. I always get a kick out of television and some of the thinking they have there. For example, get out of debt, get a mortgage with my company. Isn't a mortgage debt? That's what I think. Okay. Another thing is motivation. One of the things that has proved not to work is the beatings will continue until morale improves. Ask Muammar Gaddafi. Did not work for him at all. And then sometimes our thoughts about our goal are colored by our own prejudice. I wish Bilga was here tonight, because some of you that might be interested in snow skiing would appreciate this. My wife has found the secret to being a great snow skier. A new outfit. Okay, so those are the kind of things that you need to, when you think, you have to go, will this really work? Another thing in the thought area that I would just throw out to you is take advantage of local geniuses. I sat down with a friend of mine the other day, and he has this innocence about him. He is a genius, but he'll say things to me. Now, the one that he said the other day wasn't like he usually does, but it was a customer said he might not want to do business with us because we're not a real large company. And so when he said that, what goes through my mind is, how am I going to defend my company? And our philosophy and all that. And what my friend said is, why would he care about that? And I thought as soon as Eric said that, that's what I should have said to the customer. Why is that important to you? Now other times he points out things to me, like I'll say to him, I think I want to hurt this guy. And he will say to me, well, do you think you'll still buy a house from me? So you have to think about that. So realistic goals have to have some thought behind them. In addition to the thought, you need a plan and you need a time frame. So when you're being realistic about your goals, take a look at yourself and see if you have conflicting goals. Take a look at your team and yourself and see if there's a demonstrable performance there that you can count on. And then make a plan that fits into a schedule that you will keep. And then you'll have a realistic goal.